Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. I want to start by thanking Aquasana for sponsoring this video, which we'll get to later on in the vlog. But for now, Zach is stuck with us in a long car ride, which is just like the perfect thing because he can't get away, he can't escape. Like, he's here, he's ready, he's on the vlog.
Or are they stuck with us?
We are actually on our way to our niece's birthday party, but one comment I got a few comments on my last video because I bought the advent calendars that I plan on doing throughout December. People are wondering, and rightfully so, whether or not I am planning on doing vlogmas this year, which last year I did it. I vlogged all 25 days. It was a lot. It was a lot of fun though. Like, it's one of those things where it was so much work. It literally took over my life for 25 days, but it really was so rewarding. And like getting to talk to you guys every single day in real time, like that's just so cool. However, it was a lot. Like, there's no getting around that. Do you have any thoughts, any opinions, any feedback?
I mean, do the people want to see me more, or do they want to see you more?
You.
Well, then if that's the case, then we should do it.
So we'll like split it? Like, you do like the odd days, I'll do the even?
I mean, if we want the channel to really blow up, I guess I'll take over. I mean, I should probably do all 25 days.
Oh, yeah?
And you can just edit.
Oh my god, that's his favorite line, telling me I'm more of a behind-the-scenes person who should just edit.
No, I mean, if it's something you want to do, dear, knock it out. I know it was a lot of work.
Honestly, one of the biggest reasons I feel like I wouldn't do it, December is such a fun month to be with your family. My parents actually just booked they booked their flight. My mom booked her flight. My dad insists he's driving. I have no idea why. The man refuses to fly, so he's going to be driving 12 hours. Hopefully he doesn't fall asleep. He has problems where he falls asleep behind the wheel. Yeah, so that's a thing. But yeah, they booked their trip. They're going to be here for like a week. And obviously I love vlogging with my family, but there's a big difference between vlogging and then hanging out and vlogging and saying, oh, I need to go up to my room and edit this for however many hours because this video needs to be up by tomorrow morning. So it's different. And so I don't know, what are your guys' thoughts? Because I could even like vlog every day throughout December, but just not upload every single day. Not to mention, I don't know about you guys, but as a viewer, like, I don't have time to watch. Like, I feel like I'm almost hoping certain YouTubers I love don't do vlogmas because I'm like, how am I ever going to keep up? Anyway, so I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for sharing yours. Will you be a viewer, Zach?
I'll be glued to my screen.
You don't watch my videos, right?
I watch like a lot of them, but do I like every single video, every single second? No, I probably don't do that. But no, I mean, I do tune in. I mean, obviously I want to see what you're posting and make sure you're not slandering my name out there and anything too crazy about like my family and stuff. I know you like to talk trash. Grab his hat, Leland. Ready? We're gonna grab his hat.
Oh, I don't know about this one. Oh. We just got home. It's only like 5 p.m. and I'm already in my pajamas. I have no shame at all. This is what happiness looks like. You just cannot go wrong with Mediterranean. This is what I get. It's called the salmon feast. So I choose the red potatoes. You could choose between potatoes and rice, but obviously you guys know me. And then it comes with like a little salad on the side, if I can show you. And this is my piece of salmon. And then I also got some pita chips on the side because I have my Trader Joe's hummus in the fridge. I just had probably the worst workout of my entire life. where you guys know I have a really bad shoulder and I have good shoulder days and, well, that's not true. I have okay shoulder days and bad shoulder days. I learned within 1 second of today's workout in the warm-up, this was a bad shoulder day, very bad, very bad. I ended up basically not doing the workout. I ended up like literally just going into a corner and doing Clancy's PT on the side. Like that was probably very weird. The trainer didn't say anything, but I physically just could not do the workout. So that was not fun at all. I was gonna run this morning because I try not to do a lot of upper body days, like dedicated upper body days, because they hurt. But it was 36 degrees when I woke up. Like, I'm not used to that. That's too cold for me for running. But I'm not gonna lie, there's something that is so nice about a nice, crisp morning. At least, like, during the fall months, all good. Soon as January hits, no thank you. I'm no longer, like, seeing the magic in all of this. But I wanted to talk to you guys about the sponsor of today's video, Aquasana, which is the reason I'm standing before you drinking a glass of water that came directly from my sink faucet, which is unheard of. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I do not drink sink water. First of all, it tastes bad. Like, you can actually notice a difference in the taste. Second of all, there are so many contaminants in our sink water, and that is where Aquasana comes into play, which from the outside, you would have no idea that my sink water is currently being filtered. Like, my sink looks normal. There is no second faucet, nothing like that. The magic is all happening underneath. So I personally got the Clarium Direct Connect. Installing this thing, by the way, so easy. Zach actually, he was the leader of the project, but seriously, it took us under 5 minutes to install. All we had to do was attach it to our cold water line, which is something you could do whether you are an apartment renter, a homeowner. Super simple, doesn't involve like anything permanent. And then after that, we let the sink water run for about 10 minutes. And now the water suddenly tastes amazing. And the really cool thing about this for me, it's not even necessarily the drinking water, although this is such a game changer. It's the water that I'm filling my tea kettle up with. It's the water we put in our coffee machine. It's the water we are washing our vegetables and fruits with. All of that unfiltered tap water contains all of these chemicals like chlorine, lead, mercury, and that's in turn getting in all of our other things. And having a direct filter is so nice. Not to mention, and this is something Zach asked me when I first talked to him about this and said, hey, do you want to do this? These filters leave in the beneficial minerals. So potassium, calcium, magnesium, all of that you're still getting. It's just taking away all of the bad stuff. So if you guys want to give this a try, I do have a code for you. You can head to the link in the description, use code Clancy55. You'll get 55% off your order as long as it's over $49. You'll also get free shipping. I personally, like I said, I have the Clarium Direct Connect. I love that. They do have other filters on their website as well, but for me personally, like, I recommend the Clarium Direct Connect. I just think it's super small, super easy, gets the job done, and my water is tasting great. I am purposely leaving my closet doors open right now because I feel like it just adds a little pop of color, a little dimension as I am editing this. I'm probably going to be like, why did you do that? That just looks messy and stupid. Today I've decided I'm going to do some editing and some work at a local coffee shop just to switch things up because as much as I obviously love my house, it's good to get out. It's good to have like a change of scenery. I mean, it's another reason I love going to workout classes as someone who works from home for themselves. Like it's very easy to be like just in your own bubble, which is great. And like I feel like even just throughout my life have been very much so like that. Like in college, just very tunnel vision. I really do like doing my own thing. Like I've always been very like more on the independent side, I guess, of things. I'm very particular. I mean, not all of this is a good thing, by the way. Like I'm very particular with how things look. Like I'm very picky. Getting to be my own boss like definitely has its perks that I feel like I've craved my entire life. But at the same time, there definitely are drawbacks, like just not having coworkers. Like that definitely takes some getting used to. And not to mention, like I always knew this, but it really is something to hammer home if you are considering working for yourself, being self-employed. The motivation that you need is kind of out of this world. And I consider myself to be a very motivated person. Like I just naturally always have been. And even I can struggle sometimes with, no, like you got to start working now. Like I linger at breakfast. Like getting on a schedule, I think, is important, which I have been pretty lax with myself lately, I'm not gonna lie, but like getting on a schedule is important because it's so easy to just be like, oh, I'll do it later. Whereas, you know, even when I was working from home, when I worked as a reporter, if you guys remember, like COVID hit, I was basically doing like all of my, you know, script writing and working at my apartment. Obviously I went out to do my live shots, but then I went back to my apartment instead of the newsroom. Just knowing like, okay, my boss says I have to do this, like that's all I needed. Like never was I ever late with anything, never was I procrastinating. Like it got done the second it needed to get done because someone was telling me to do it. Truly, now that no one's telling me, like for example, today I woke up and was like, oh, maybe I'll shoot this Instagram campaign that I'm going to be doing. I just already know it's not going to be happening. Granted, it's like a Black Friday type thing, so it's not like I need to do it right now. But I should, and like I wish someone, like I almost wish I could like hire someone just to be like, Clancy, you need to do that. That's ridiculous. I know that's ridiculous, but I'm just being honest. It's like weird psychological mind games. It really is. And obviously these are all good problems to have. Like I never want this to come across as me complaining, because that is a comment I get sometimes. Or funny, I actually feel like I don't really get it as much anymore, but when I was a news reporter and I was real with like certain aspects of my job, like, morning guys, I'm exhausted right now, I don't want to do this, like, just, you know, I was pretty honest with like how I was feeling at certain points, and I always got the comment like, oh my gosh, all she does is complain. And it's like, that's not my goal. Like I don't need to come on here and complain. I could come on here and be like, oh my gosh, like I'm, you know, fresh as a daisy, everything's great. I just think it's more valuable as a viewer if I'm honest about the fact that not everything is 100% perfect. Like I personally enjoy watching people who are honest about that. I never see it as complaint. I mean, we all complain. Like it's not, I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I mean, obviously it can be, but I try to keep it real, like show all aspects of life. For anyone who's maybe in college or, you know, thinking, and I know a lot of people like think like I would love to be self-employed, work for myself, even just work remotely. I really, really recommend at least do a year working for someone else or just like in an actual office. I know that's not always like possible, especially a lot of companies are moving to fully remote. I mean, they save a lot of money that way, but like, oh, just like getting that experience, I just think is invaluable. Not even that, even just getting friends, you know? It's nice that here in Cincinnati, even though like I am doing my own thing, I have so many people I know because of my job from when I was a reporter, so that's nice. Like it'd be very, very, very hard to just like start from scratch somewhere working remote, because I always say like work is how I met all of my friends. Like literally, even I have friends who aren't in the news industry, but I met them through my work friends. But yeah, overall I obviously love what I do, and there are so many pros to being self-employed, like obviously just like the freedom. I just think it's also important to talk about the cons as well, because there definitely are some.
In the morning, when you walk away, my heart drops to the floor. They said it would get easier, but I don't know who for.
Guys, I feel so guilty about this and like a horrible human, but I just don't think finishing this is in the cards for me. I just spent 2.5 hours at Starbucks trying so hard. The fact that there's even any ice in this left is kind of impressive, but I panicked because they didn't have soy milk. I got just black iced coffee with a splash of coconut. It tastes like I'm drinking throw up basically, so that's dramatic, but what am I not? And right now I'm at this like outdoor shopping center, and I want to pop into Sephora just to look. I want to see if they have this specific NARS lipstick that I'm obsessed with.
We lean into the great beyond. There's more love yet to make.
Sadly, they did not have the lipstick, but I did not leave empty-handed. It is so impossible to walk into Sephora and not walk out with at least something. There are just so many good things, and this I have seen on TikTok so much. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless finish powder. And what's really cool about this, you know when you bake, like under your eyes, you always see me with like all the powder underneath? Well, whenever I wipe it off, I feel like I'm just wiping everything off. So with this stuff, I've seen people, like, you put it on your brush and then you wipe away your bake with this. You still have some coverage. Because like the under eyes, like they really need all the coverage they can get. Ooh, I like how natural that is. Like I feel like I just put a bunch of this under my eyes and it's not like creasing, it's not obvious, especially under the eyes. Like things get obvious because our skin is thinner, so that is good so far. And then clearly another good part about working for yourself is just getting to like sneak in little errands throughout your day. Instead of being like, I must sit at this desk from 8 to 5, you can go out, do this, do that, and then you might work a little at 6 and 7 and 8 at night, but like it feels more natural. Like it's nice to be able to create your own schedule and not just be stuck at that desk. Because my only desk experience, well, both my internship at Madison Square Garden and then at WABC. I mean, at WABC, basically the ABC affiliate in New York City, I was in the investigative unit, and like I truly, most of the time, would just be sitting at a desk for 8 hours, 9 hours, however, I forget my hours, but kind of felt like I didn't have a life those days. And I feel like that's what a lot of people realized through the pandemic and working from home, working remotely. Like there is so much more to life than just working and sitting in an office. And it's really cool if you can work it into your schedule where you can be a little more flexible. I mean, even people working from home, suddenly, you know, they're doing laundry in between work calls and they're still just as productive. That's the thing. It's just different. I'm currently editing a thumbnail for the last vlog you guys would have seen, and I have a question. So as a YouTube viewer, which type of thumbnail do you prefer? The collage thumbnail, where either it's like 3 photos, 4 photos, basically giving you a little preview of the whole vlog, or one screenshot of just one photo? Because I've always done the collage photos, but lately I've been leaning toward just one. Because I think as a viewer, I've actually been gravitating toward, like, I don't know, I guess the collages, they look really pretty when I'm editing them, but then they get very like lost, I think, in YouTube feeds. Like for me personally, my eyes kind of glaze over them a little more, and I'm more attracted to just like one photo. But everyone has a different preference, and I'm very, very curious. If you have a take or an opinion, leave a comment below, because I do both. Like it's not always going to be the same. And this sweater, by the way, is from J. Crew. I always used to get a lot of questions about where do I get my turtlenecks, because as a reporter I was always wearing a turtleneck. I was outside for 90% of my job. I was always cold. Turtlenecks now though, they're so restricting. Like I feel like unless you are going to be outside a majority of the time, they're just very restricting. I don't find myself, you know, gravitating toward turtlenecks as much, but as for like a nice, comfy, classic sweater, this is like the softest thing ever. So J. Crew, I can link this one below. I also love the color. I also, Land's End had great sweaters as well. And my goal, honestly, is to just have a wardrobe full of rainbow sweaters, like every color, red, orange, yellow. Like I love a good sweater. All right, so for dinner tonight, I've decided we are experimenting. I picked this up last week. This is the Trader Joe's vegetables with, what is it? Vegetables with stir fry sauce, like an Asian style type meal. I don't know, it looked good. With these frozen meals though, sometimes they're amazing, sometimes they're not. So I thought I would do this. And then I also want to try these. These are really easy if you are in a pinch. I mean, obviously right now I have all the time in the world. There is no excuse for what I am doing. I am sorry, don't hate me. But I really do have to get back to like I said, today, this is a perfect example. I was out and about living life for a bit. I'm gonna have to work a little later into the night tonight, which is fine. But these are coming in handy. It's these pre-made grilled chicken strips. So they're already made, they're cold. I honestly eat a lot of these cold. However, I think it'd be cool if I like put it into the stir fry. I don't know. And I've never had this kind, by the way. This is like the seasoned one. Let's just give this a try, shall we? Oh my gosh, oh no, what? That was unexpected. That is not good. I guess I'm supposed to add this myself. Oh my gosh, guys, I must say this smells so freaking good. No! Why can't I do anything right? Holy, like, at this point it's a disorder. Am I stupid? I wasn't supposed to add the sauce yet. Ah. It's honestly not even funny at this point. Like, you'd think I'm trying to mess this up. Holy crap. All right, despite my very minor mistakes, I really do think it is going to be okay. I think I've managed to salvage this. This looks so freaking good, and the smell is insane. Cheers. Oh my gosh. This literally tastes like at the restaurant. Like, I'm not kidding. Oh my gosh, you guys need to try this. The Trader Joe's Asian style vegetable stir fry. Oh my goodness. And I don't mind these Trader Joe's frozen foods because they're not expensive. Like, I think obviously, like, if you're constantly getting like pre-made things, like forget Whole Foods. If you go to Whole Foods and you're trying to get pre-made stuff, that's a different story. But these are so cost efficient, so easy. Like, I literally started cooking this 5 minutes ago. I just get so excited when I find a new meal that actually turned out good, because they certainly don't all. Good morning, guys, from UC Medical Center. I am currently in like this little courtyard area they have. I decided, oh my gosh, that bird, I thought it was just gonna kill me. I'm with Zach at the doctor today. You guys obviously know he has been dealing with health mysteries for well over a year now, basically just like mysterious pain that we cannot figure out. I kind of just stopped updating the whole situation several months ago because it's just one dead end after the other. Like, there's almost just no point in being like, we think it's this, and then it's not, and we think it's it's just like, it's just a lot, and obviously documenting it's just not helpful at all. I mean, I do think it's helpful, like, for us to be open about the fact that this is happening, because so many of you guys have reached out that you are going through something similar, or a loved one is. So yeah, we were at the doctor today hoping one of the, what is it, hypotheses at this point is possibly going to lead to some answers, but we don't know. I just decided to pop outside because it's like the most beautiful day ever. And honestly, like, being in medical centers, I'm sure this is common. Like, I just don't feel comfortable. Like, I don't know how nurses and doctors do it. I seriously, like, look at them like they are, like, they really are like superhumans. I don't understand how they do it. Oh my gosh, I just got so nervous. I thought there was a man behind me, and it's this squirrel. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Everything went well, and now I'm about to do something that, as far as I'm concerned, is just blasphemous. Like, this is, that's not even the right word, but basically, I don't like to do this. I'm working out in the evening hours. I'm going to a 5:30 workout class. I have never gone to this burn boot camp at night before. I am a morning person, very strict on my schedule. I might, bounce around from like 7:15 class to 8:30. I've popped in at 9:45, but never have I gone during the PM hours. And like, I feel weird. First of all, I'm not going to know a single human because it's just a whole different, like, there's the morning people and then the night people. But second of all, I don't know, like, I hate working out at night, but I want to squeeze it in because I've literally just been sitting around all day. I took my hair down, by the way. I'm about to put it back up, obviously. It actually hurts from being up in a ponytail or a bun all day. Like, my skull is, like, in pain right now. So that's what I have to do. But, oh, wow. A light just came on. That was nice. I guess when I opened my garage. Oh, there you go. I feel like you can see me better. But anyway, I'll let you know how it goes. Oh, and the reason I've been doing this and making this effort, because I feel like normally I just wouldn't, is because it is burst training today. And that is my favorite workout class of all time. Like, they have different categories. Burst is where you do like a lot of stuff in like short bursts of time. I just love it. It's just one of my favorite camps. And tomorrow is arm day, which I am definitely skipping. So I really, really, really want to go today. We're making this work. You never regret a workout. You heard it here first. You never regret a workout. Well, I am back from the gym, and I am so unbelievably frustrated right now because, first of all, the gym was great, yada, 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 but I was about to hop in the shower, and I figured I would import all of the footage for this vlog so that I could edit it. Day 1, no problems. Day 2, no problems. All of the footage from last night, which I'm guessing you guys would not have seen, just, it doesn't exist. Like, sometimes this happens with my camera. I don't know how to fix it. Like, I am so frustrated. Basically, the problem is this camera, not the one that I'm filming on right now. I like to sometimes switch it up. Like this camera with the long lens that I have produces better shots. I switch it up. This camera has failed me. I am so upset. Like I sometimes like I can, fix things. I just don't think there's a fix to this. And I got some good footage last night of just Zach and me. And like the thing with vlogging is there's no recreating it. Like obviously some parts, but like especially when it's just like me and Zach and like a night in, like it's just organic, whatever happens, whatever we talk about, you know what I mean? So this absolutely sucks. It really does. I'm trying to be positive, but like there's nothing. Oh my gosh, this really does suck. Funnily enough, this is a perfect example of being self-employed, which I guess technically is a good thing. When I mess up, like it only really falls on me. That's basically the only person it impacts. Obviously, if I messed up as a reporter, I had bosses, I had coworkers, we're all working together, and if I mess up, I'm impacting other people, because there were definitely times, especially in my first job in TV news. I one time shot an entire interview without sound. I one time shot an entire interview that was so dark. Like, I will do some editing right now to show you what the entire story I shot looked like, because I did not know how to work like the camera iris and all of that. Like it was so bad. I don't think we ended up airing it, obviously. But yeah, like at least when I mess up, it only impacts me, but it still drives me insane that this stuff still happens. Like I've only been doing YouTube for however many years, and it was a month ago that I recorded a whole like night of vlogging with no audio. So yeah, anyway, I'm just being a negative Nancy right now. I'm not trying to be. I mean, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. It just obviously sucks. We're all gonna be okay. All right, full disclosure, it's about an hour later. I'm starting to smell bad because, obviously normally when I go to the gym, I go right into the shower. So anyway, I need a shower. It's not coming back. The footage is not coming back. I've been trying. And this is such an accurate representation of my life. But anyway, I think that's all for tonight. Once again, I'm going to have the link below if you guys want to try out Aquasana. They're giving you guys 55% off. The code is Clancy55 as long as your order is $49 and up. And you get free shipping. Like, that's an awesome deal. So I will have all of that information below. And that's it for now. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.